So as you can see.
So I think that's quite an achievement. But actually what I'm more excited about, the influencer lifestyle. Right. If you think that the title of this video, A Very Special Day, is something clickbaity, no, it's not. It's absolutely not. It's definitely one of the highlights of my YouTube career, if you may say so. Something that I've been working towards. And it has to do something where we are right now currently. Porsche flags, Porsche cars. We're in fact sitting in one. And let me take a step back, actually. When I was a kid, this is, by the way, Tom Stamp here. So he's assisting me on the journey. So when I was a kid, I was a Lamborghini type of kid. I had the posters of a Diablo. I had Diablo model car that some bully eventually broke all the wheels off, and I had to cry in the sand. Well, anyway, I never had anything with Porsche. Even when I was playing the first Need for Speed, I would always pick the Viper over a Porsche, although Porsche would be like one of the fastest cars in the game. Also, when we were watching Bad Boys, never had anything with the car. And eventually, in the last 5 years, after spending my lifetime, well, the last important 5 years of my life at the Nürburgring, I kind of grew to a fanboy even, maybe. Starting admiring the brand. And because actually I think it's a good thing that not as a kid I was fascinated by it because not knowing anything about it, but throughout my knowledge and seeing what they were doing in motorsports at the Nürburgring and everything around it, I became, you can, if you've been following me for like the time that I've been doing vlogs, you can say clearly that I'm absolutely massive fan of the brand. However, as you know, I had no official connection with them. And basically, yeah, I tried to get a connection recently. A couple of weeks ago, I wrote them an email, asked like, hey, is it possible if I could get on the press list? Well, long story short, this is the very first official Porsche press car that I got from them. So who knows where this journey is gonna take us. Maybe we'll be able to witness an official lap record attempt at some day. But it doesn't matter. It feels something that, it feels great to be recognized. I mean, that guy was before me. He got his picture shared by official Porsche Instagram account. So
we're doing it.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
No, I'm honestly very excited and maybe say proud. Because actually before we got the approval, like, hey, yeah, sure, let's work together, I was standing in the office at Apex. And what did I say?
Yeah, you were like, I just want to work with Porsche, just want to work with Porsche. Like,
that's the dream. That's the brand for me to work with.
Yeah.
Some people say I want to have a car that doors go up, whether it's a Koenigsegg or a Lamborghini or a McLaren. But for me, yeah, it was something that I really wanted. And here we are. So I'm very excited. I'm obviously very excited to share my thoughts on this Panamera 4 e-hybrid, by the way. We're going to use this car to pick up the 718 later this week on a Thursday. So there's going to be also like a long-term review, review from passengers on the back seat, from Robert, from Tom.
From me.
I'll
be here with a screen.
Yeah, we're already fascinated by the build quality. Yeah. We are now, okay, going back to the vlog, we're going now to McLaren to check out the 600LT again, but this time with professional cameras. We also have Bruno with us, who sacrificed himself because we couldn't park the Mini anywhere.
Yeah, he's out there somewhere.
Making time lapses for his vlog. Yeah, well, let's get started. It's actually a very interesting way of, so, good morning. And then you start it and it's in electric mode. And then you can press this button and it's going to be like, good morning. It actually sounds pretty good for a hybrid. I guess it's a 2018 non-OPF model. And if it's is an OPF model, then massive well done job, Porsche. Massively well done.
I just can't get over this.
Yeah, I think you might want to swap seats and go to the back seat. Okay, pretty decent parking job, if I may say so.
Check.
How was your first ride?
Tell you what, I already said like the interior is unreal, but it's the first electric car I've ever been in. It's so quiet.
It is.
Like if you want it to be, and then you put it in like Sport Plus, and it's just it's loud. But no, it's really cool.
Yeah.
And it pulls pretty hard.
Yeah, and pretty fancy setting is let me close that.
Yeah.
Let me close that real quick.
Real quick. Beautiful.
No, it's amazing. The first impressive thing for me is, again, yeah, it's quiet, it's hybrid, it's great. Driven hybrid cars before, fully electric cars before, and I know what to expect. But actually, it's a massive car, but it feels so nimble, so great because of the rear wheel steering. The first time I took a junction on the Autobahn, I actually had to pull steering back because after driving the Mini, yeah, I was expecting that I had to like bolt it in, but no, it's awesome. Very excited to do more than just 20 kilometers or how many we just done from the Porsche to McLaren.
And do you know what I really like about it? It's super basic, but you can actually hear the ticking of that analog clock.
Yeah.
Small details like that, but it just makes it feel like so much more of an experience sat in it.
Yeah, now maybe you cannot hear it, but
It is there.
it is there.
I promise you.
It's great. Okay, let's check out the 600 LT once again. I remember this car. That was the very first McLaren 720 that we reviewed on the track. And everyone only cared about the Autobahn videos. Come on, guys.
So as you can see, it's for sale, Robert's car, 675 LT Spider, MSO. He's asking 325 for it, and luckily for him, I have a red one. So hit me up. I'm ready to do a swap anytime, any place.
And yours is even a CS.
It is a CS. It's a one of one, which obviously makes it a bit more expensive.
Maybe you should throw in the something else. Oh, there's a second one. And the one that never left its place. It's a pretty nice color. And some carbon fibers. Oh yeah, the boys are fully on it. Okay, guess what? That's the wrong car. Okay, yeah, no louvers. That's also the wrong car, Bruno, in case you didn't know, like ours is not orange. Yeah, wow. Spec.
How's the best way to get to it?
I don't know, probably climb over the cars.
I don't want to touch it.
Oh look, 3D calipers, never noticed that. Actually, it's a typical McLaren sound. And then there is me, who's holding gimbal in his hand. And then... Oh, okay. Tom, I think you're slightly over-exaggerating.
Look, man, this car's nice. I don't want to mess it up.
This car is nice. It's gonna be... it's gonna be like the most used McLaren in the world.
It's just polite, man. It's just being polite. That's all. It's not mine.
Right, and as you can see now some gimbal action, because a quick walk around the car, we already seen it yeah, almost 2 months ago, I believe back in December when we checked it out with Diana and Lauren. But it's the first time we see it at daylight, and the color really stands out. The car pops up, it's great. I think it's gonna be a very nice eye catcher and, well, not attention seeker, but yeah, it's gonna definitely stand out in a taxi car parking, just on the track in general. That's the main purpose of it, of course, in the end as well.
It's a new technique.
New technique.
Run the wrong way.
Yeah?
Roll it back. Shoot the shot. And you get the shot.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's move the car next to the 720 for a comparison shot. I will be the first person to drive this car, even before Robert. So I think that's quite an achievement. Let's be easy on everything. Put it in daytime. Or should I put it in racing? No, I think daytime is fine. Oh, nice little back camera. That's fine. Alright, the guys on the car are in position, so let me quickly get out so they can make their shots. But first, let me tell you that the car has already done one single lap of the Nürburgring, 21 kilometers. That's my first bad joke of the day. Yeah, it's gonna do a lot of more. I think we can... Should we announce a giveaway now? Because we already did like what's gonna be the end mileage of 720S. Now we can say what's gonna be the end mileage of the 600 LT at the end of the year, and tell us in the comments. I think it should be a dedicated video because not many people are gonna maybe click on it. But you can start thinking already. Yeah. the getting out access, the seats, yeah, that we definitely need to PPF that, because I'm already like instinctively not knowing that there's this thing. Yeah, definitely PPF. Right, now that the cars are next to each other, comparison wise, actually you would think that this is a lot smaller car. It is in theory, but not massively. Thumbnail. Okay, thumbnail for Bruno's vlog. And while he's doing that, I'm gonna show you the differences between the e-hybrid and the GTS. Surprisingly, pretty much zero. This one has the panorama roof. Maybe something I would actually pick for a Panamera if it would be a daily car. It's nice, not for a sports car because that's stupid. Adding extra weight to the higher point, so very much disturbing the lower center point of gravity. This one has a single spoiler, and that one has a double spoiler. A very fabulous feature, if I may say so. So actually, when the car was first presented and the spoiler was shown in the videos, everyone just like lost their mind over it. For the rest, the only other thing is to look at that. That one's on the left. That one's on the right. Nope, it's not. That one also has it on the right, but that's the electrical power output. And that one is, yeah, just GTS, V8, and different rims. And actually, my car was supposed to have those wheels as well, but it's winter time, so I guess they put winter wheels on it. And that's it for today. Hopefully next time we actually gonna drive this thing properly. But it was fun, being the first person even in front of Robert to drive it. So. Oh, look at the shifter, yo.
I know, it's like a CAE. But it's not good.
What are we shooting? Oh, the Pagani Zonda F. Of, yeah, fabulous, I would say. Yep. Pretty nice. Engine, masterpiece. But actually what I'm more excited about, because we've seen these type of cars quite often, I must say, or at least like more often than usual. But this is the first time I see that. A Zonda, not even a roadster, but I would say, how would you call it? Wow, full drift spec. Look at the wheels. That's awesome. That's awesome. And some extra bars, roll cage, outside roll cage, massive spoiler. Quite a spec on this one. Quite a spec. Oh, he's gonna fully test the boot now, huh? Oh, Tom, you took the back seat.
Yeah, why would I sit in the front when man's got like full dials here?
Oh wow, this feels so good. Oh man.
Nice.
Man's blessed or what?
Oh, Misha, I want a Porsche, man. I'm blessed. Oh, I like to touch that Galaxy S9
No,
already installed.
What about this? What about this?
What about me just dialing a remap in the back over?
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. It's not completely hybrid. Well, it is hybrid. It's not completely electric. That's what I meant. Anyway, McDonald's test. Is it good to use this car to go to McDonald's? Oh, look at that. Fancy signature. Caesar. And look at the plate that they serve it on. I mean, before you know, we're gonna have candlelight dinners with wine at McDonald's. We're already sitting on a nice Chesterfield. I thought it was like, it is a very special day. I mean, first the Panamera, 600 LT, now this. Wow. The influencer lifestyle. Oh, look at that, the prototype. I wouldn't know what it is. I can probably tell it's electric. Right, we have arrived at Lindner Hotel because look at that! We're gonna use the electric parking if we figure out how it works. Well, I guess that's it. Simple as that. Plug it in and be done with it.
Just simple as that. There
What?
was no struggle at all.
Oh, come on, we thought it was more complicated than this. Because you have like the power unit in between if you want to use a conventional 220 or 230 volt adapter. Which we might do later on, but...
My car's back at Apex because I forgot to charge it.
We definitely did not have to Google how to open a hatch.
It's fine.
That definitely didn't happen.
It's fine.
Hey, look, and this one is also electric. Happy birthday to you.
Don't sing for me. This is so.
Oh no, I'm singing for my salad.
What? All right.
So, alle zusammen singen jetzt?
Nine.
To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cathy. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, who told him?
No, I was Feliz Navidad. Feliz cumpleaños, señorita.
Bye. Okay, and after 1.5 or so hour, let's see how much it has charged. Yeah, and the same goes when you want to open it. That's why we thought there should be some special button, but because it really need to push it. But yeah.
Pink. I think it is red.
Oh, it's on 80%. It's not bad.
What was it on when you left?
Less than 20. Full electric mode. I must say, very nice feature. I guess this is where it really matters because Porsche.
400.
Diana, why would you turn on?
I didn't do
I think you
nothing.
did. But anyway, what I was saying, because the Porsche says that the consumption of this car is 2.5 liters per 100 kilometers. We averaged out 11 on 100 while doing like average 180 kilometers an hour on autobahn. So I think that's pretty okay. So, but obviously, if you do, if you go in a city, that's where the fuel consumption is usually the highest because of all the accelerations. And when you can use the full electric power, that's when it really matters. Ooh, I really, really, really like this car, but the full review is to follow later.
There we go. E-power mode.
Oh yeah, we can go launch control mode.
Please follow